Hey everybody, it's Jimmy the Bearded Biker, and today we're going to be doing the great rides of North Texas. What am I talking about? Well, maybe you've ridden some nice roads, maybe you've looked around and you've had a couple of nice roads, but you don't know where the best roads are in your particular area. We're going to be exploring North Texas and putting those great roads together and making a great ride. What is a great ride? Well, I'm sure that that's different for different people. One of the things that for me is traffic. There can't be any of it. I hate traffic. It only aggravates me. So we're going to be riding on some back farm to market roads, some back roads where there is limited and no traffic. In addition, there's got to be some good scenery. I like to look at cool things. There's some awfully cool things on today's ride. I'm going to be going over the whole route a little bit later on. This is going to be one of those great rides. It's about 90 miles. It's just north of Denton. We're going to start in Sanger, although you can start from any of the points, kind of a circle around Lake Ray Roberts and then a little bit more. I'll be going over that on the Google Maps app. There'll be some links down below where you can start at different corners of the ride, and I'm going to be introducing some stuff. So right now we're in Sanger, just off the interstate, a couple of blocks, at a place called the Sportsman. I'm going to turn this around so you can see that up there. This is the Sportsman. It's a Shell station. Good place to get gas. They've got 93 for your motorcycle. This is a little bit more, this is off the interstate, so these are local people. This isn't like a high traffic area, although it does seem to be full at the moment. This place can get a little busy because it's what they call the gateway to Lake Ray Roberts, and so people that are it's also a bait and tackle shop, so the people that are going to be headed down to the lake, filling up their boats or whatever, they might stop here. So I'm going to also show you a couple of other cool things along this route, and I'll be showing you the route. During the ride, you'll be seeing a little window of some stuff that we pass, some interesting stuff. Like I said, it's got some good curves in it. It's got some elevation changes. These are important to me on a good ride. Don't want it flat. If you've ever ridden in the Galveston area, you know what I'm talking about. It's flat and it's long and it's straight. That's great for drag racing, but not so much for riding a motorcycle. So I'm going to be showing you those great roads and stringing them together into a great ride. The whole ride should be about 2 hours. If you wanted to add a little bit to it, I'll be showing you how to do that. Or if you want to subtract some from it, you'll be able to do that as well. Those links again are going to be down below. This is the route that we're looking at. We're here with the pin is, and we're going to be heading out through Bolivar, Slidell. We're going to come up here. This is Forestburg, and we come back here on 922. There'll be several stops along the way. We'll go through Valley View there, then across the north of Lake Ray Roberts. This big thing right here is Ray Roberts. We'll come into Tioga, then come down 377 through Pilot Point. At the south of Pilot Point, we'll come back on to 455, the same road where we started from. We'll cross over the dam right there, and then we'll come back up and stop at the same place we started. Again, that link is going to be down below, and you can easily ride this, and I suggest that you do so at another time the other way. And I'm going to put a link for each direction, starting here and going to Forestburg, starting here, headed out to Tioga, and you can ride it both ways. There's neat stuff to see both ways. So I wanted to stop for a second along the side of the road. As we can see, we're on the side of the road here in the grass, and I wanted to show you some of the scenery that you'll be looking at along this ride. So I'm just do a little turn here. As we can look back there, we can see a little bit of an elevation change, and you can see the curve there. The roads are got a little bit of twisties to them. They're not expert level. You probably can go around them if you've got moderate skill, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, because they're not too terribly sharp of curves, nothing like the Tail of the Dragon or even the Three Sisters. But as we can see in the background over here, there's elevation changes, beautiful scenery all around me, and yeah, it's just a nice ride. Wanted to stop and give the slow picture for a moment about what you might experience along this ride. So I'll just pan here. You can see that ride, or see the road there. It goes down, goes up and down twice, like a Bactus camel, I guess, two-hump camel, or is that the dromedary? I forget which. And then road takes off over there. And you can see I'm standing here for quite a few moments and not a lot of traffic, which was my number one thing. It's Old Farm to Market Road and North Texas. So you're gonna want to check this route out. We're about 6 miles south of southeast of Forestburg. We're fixing to be in Forestburg. I headed east out of Sanger, or no, excuse me, I headed west out of Sanger. As I'm going to be showing you later on, though, you can head either direction. It doesn't matter. It just creates a full big circle. So let's get back on the road. So we've just reached Forestburg, and one of the neat little things in Forestburg is this little house right here. I'll be showing you. This house, little cottage, whatever, was established, as you can, I'll zoom in, established after the Civil War in memory of its pioneers who battled with the Indians, endured hardship, and conquered the soil that civilization may live. So, and again, we're just south of Forestburg, right up there, so we can see that this road ends. It's going to turn left and right. We're going to be going right. We're going to be getting off 455 and changing over to 922. I hope there's enough light that we can go in, take a look real quick. Kind of cool. Fireplace, chair, table, everything you need for rustic living. I'll go ahead and pull the door back too. I don't think they keep it. No central AC. I guess the room's small enough for the central heating there to work. Today's a nice day. As you can see, it's real nice, beautiful out here in this area. Back door. And that's what we're looking at. So we're just done with from Sanger to Forestburg. I've showed you some of the interesting portions of the road. Now we're going to be turning back east as we get up to the end of the road up there. We're going to be turning on 922 and headed back towards Tioga. We've passed through a couple of small towns, Bolivar, Slidell, both of them very small. This is where we are. I'll zoom in. little house is right here where I'm circling it, and then we're going to travel down the Rutherford 455 and make a right and turn on to 922 right there. This is where we are, where we're videoing. We're going to come up here and take a right. So stopping to look at some more cool stuff. Normally we'd be riding along that road up there, that bridge. That's where the bridge goes over. But I wanted to stop and take a look around at some of the cool stuff. This is an old bridge that was here a long time ago, obviously, no longer in use, but it's still nice to stop, come take a look at. And then we'll walk down here and take a look at the water that we cross. Bridges are always cool. We'll take a quick look at the water that we would cross. There it is. We would be up on that bridge, obviously, crossing. And here is the water that we would cross. People come down here and fish, I imagine, looking downstream. Yep. So, in addition to an old bridge, it's no longer in use, or it better not be. Look at some cool water crossings. And this is just on the east side of Forestburg, 922. There's the old bike in the background. I could have rode it all the way over here, but as we can see, it rained recently and I didn't want to fall down in the mud. So we're almost done with the ride. And one of the coolest things about this ride is this dam. We get on a 455 coming from the Pilot Point over here. We're riding back into Sanger, and we get to cross over this cool dam. Just want to give you a look at it. That's the dam looking one way. That's the dam on the other side. We'll go ahead and take a look on this side. So 922, we took 922 north of Ray Roberts. This is the Lake Ray Roberts right behind me. And we took 922 on the north side of Ray Roberts. We went all the way over to Tioga. We turned south. This is looking at the other side of the dam. That's the spillway where the excess water comes out of the lake. And it goes on and forms a creek there. Some people in a little park. It's called Leonard Park there. Small little park here at Ray Roberts. All right, can go back across. There's a nice bike that's taking me on this journey. And that thing back there controls the spillway, I suppose. And again, we're looking at Ray Roberts, and we're coming from, once we turned south on 377, 377 is my least favorite portion of the ride, 377. Has got more traffic than the rest of the roads. But then when we come through Pilot Point, once we get through Pilot Point, we turn back east on 455, and we get to look at this great view here. Awesome. So we're going to be coming back into Sanger. That same gas station is just right up there, where a few miles, about 2 miles, where I started this venture at. So I'm Jimmy, the Bearded Biker, and I hope to see you on the road. I hope to see you on this route someday.